Hi, I'm David, and this is the installation guide for the EPEC electronic pin Euro cylinder by Doric. So inside the box, we have our installation guide, our programming instructions, and we have our main cylinder body, our second actuator, the fixing screw, and the Allen key for replacing the battery. Take note that there's two sets of programming instructions. So just check the orientation of your cylinder. If it's in the reverse orientation, then please see the reverse handing video. So first we're going to do is we're going to remove the cylinder. And what you're looking for the screw that aligns with the cylinder. If you don't have access to that screw, you may need to remove the faceplate first. So we'll undo this screw. And then insert the key. And you've just got to find the home position on the cylinder that allows you then to slide the cylinder out. Insert the second actuator and rotate around till you find the correct orientation. When you insert it, you should hear a beep. Now enter the default code, which is 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll flash green and then remove the second actuator. The reason we do this is it engages the cam and it makes it easier to install. Preferably the second actuator is installed on the inside of the door. However, it can be installed in the reverse handing if required. So we're just going to insert the main cylinder body into the lock and just check the function of the cylinder. So it's throwing the door into lock. Secondly, just double check that the cylinder is either sitting flush or extending from the furniture. Otherwise, you may need the longer cylinder. Insert the second actuator and you should hear a beep. The second actuator needs to be installed prior to inserting the fixing screw. If you insert the fixing screw by mistake, you can simply depress the button again and that will allow you to insert the second actuator. Once the actuator is inserted, you can then fasten the fixing screw. If you ever need to remove the cylinder, you will need to complete the steps in opposite order. You have to take the fixing screw out first, depress the button, and then this will release the actuator. You will note the actuator is now locked in place. So until the code is entered, the actuators will spin freely by default. We can test the function of the cylinder by entering the default code, which is 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll hear a beep and it'll flash green, and now the cam is engaged. If we wait 10 seconds, the cylinder will automatically disengage the cam. Okay, and I can just hear it disengage, so it's now free to spin again. If we want to speed up that process, we can disengage the cylinder faster. So I'll enter the default code, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The cylinder's engaged, and then I can press any button straight away and disengage the cylinder rather than waiting the 10 seconds. And this stops someone following you into the house. So next you'll want to change the master pin. To do this, we're going to hold down button 6 for 5 seconds. And it'll flash orange. When it's flashing orange, it lets you know it's in programming mode. We then have to enter the default pin, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And button 3 changes the master pin in the menu. So we'll push 3. And now we can select a new pin. So let's change it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll beep. We now have to enter the code a second time to confirm the pin is correct, and it flashes green. So we want to test this now. So first we're going to make sure that the 6 ones is no longer operable. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It flashes red to let us know that that was incorrect code. We'll now try the new code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It flashes green, and you can now see it's operable. Snib mode allows you to activate the internal actuator by a single button press. So I'm just going to show you how to turn that on. We're going to go back into the programming menu. So you hold down number 6 for 5 seconds again. We're going to enter the master pin, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, previously changed. And we're going to push number 5. The internal actuator is now in snib mode. So what that allows you to do is you can push any button and it instantly engages the cylinder. So when you're leaving the house, it just allows you to get in and out quicker. However, if we go to the outside door, the outside of the door, and look at the actuator, we push a single button, it doesn't actually operate the product. We still have to enter the full code to operate it from the external side of the door. So the important thing to remember when programming snib mode is it needs to be programmed from the inside actuator. The battery will last well over 9,000 cycles. However, when it is time to change the battery, the LED lights will start flashing orange when a correct code is entered. To change the battery, first undo the grub screw at the top and bottom of the internal actuator. Slide the actuator off, and you've therefore got access to the CR2 battery. Insert the new battery. Ensure the battery aligns with the battery terminal and slide the actuator back on. If the actuator doesn't go on easily, then it may be in the wrong orientation. Apply a light pressure to hold the actuator in place while you tighten the grub screws. Ensure the grub screws are tightened firmly. We've now successfully changed the batteries in the EPEC cylinder.